55 emails this morning that I responded to. That'll bring up Terry Haddock on the left side of the racetrack, and Bob Tasca. I mentioned that Bob Tasca also had a case of foam poisoning down there yesterday, so he does not have an official run on the board for the Motorcraft Quick Lane Shelby Ford. Terry Haddock's run yesterday was 425. Currently, the number 14 spot. Joe, with the number of cars that we've got here on the property this weekend, that ain't going to be enough. He knows it. I know it. You know. I bet that's the obvious. I bet even Jason knows it.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Jason also knows it. Bob Tasca, just such an interesting character. Comes out to the Auto Club Finals, wins the race, sets the good mojo for the winter break, but they are looking for a championship this year. They've got the number 3 on the car. Does a great job bringing Ford back. Love talking cars with this guy. He's so enthusiastic about machines that are rolling out on the lots, and they sell a lot of them, that's for sure, but this is definitely the quickest.
So easing their way up with Terry Haddock trying to take a step a little bit further north, and Bob Tasca just trying to get in. That ought to do it. Whoa, hang on, Terry. Terry got so far over the center line, it looked like, and we're talking about past the finish line, but it looked like he may have gotten tangled up in Bob Tasca's parachute. Both cars fine. They're both filling their wheels. They're both rolling free. But, man, that was closer than I'd want to be at 320 miles an hour. 3.956, 327, Tasca. He goes from outside to number 5. 4.115, 306 for Terry Haddock, and that's going to move him up to number 10. Watch again on the NHRA.TV replay. Joe, that was a scary moment past the finish line.
Absolutely. Good run for Terry Haddock, keeping up with Tasca right there. You can see the car started inching towards the center line, and now he is kind of on a ride. Bob chute coming out, and if they touched, it was just barely in the chutes. We got very lucky right there, Alan.
I don't believe the cars touched, but the chutes definitely got tangled up. Both of them able to get slowed down safely at the top end of the racetrack. That's the most important thing, down to the starting line.
And I'm down here with Mike Neff, the crew chief for Bob Tasca there. And Mike, you just had a chance to take a look at that. You're a former driver in this class, obviously. That had to give you a bit of a heart rate raise.
Yeah, for sure. That's scary. They got pretty close down there. It happens a lot of times. You get down there, it moves around. They just happen to be matched up about the same speeds. A lot of times one car's out in front of the other, but that looks like we were pretty fortunate right there.
But a good run for the heat of the day.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah. We're in.
Probably be okay.
That's what matters.
I think we're going to make it.
Let's look at that header.
Nah, they didn't touch it. They didn't touch it.
Guess not.
Terry did want to pass along appreciation to the folks at Blueberry Rentals, family-owned heavy equipment company that's helping him out here this week, as well as the new Sierra Auto Group, local sponsor for Dodge, Jeep, Chevrolet, Honda, and Subaru.
And they were so happy. I was hanging in their pit a little bit, and they were so happy that they are getting a little bit of help. They're trying to race a little differently this year. They're trying to do everything right, and so far so good. And every one of those little sponsors that comes on board, they can go a little further, maybe hit a couple extra races.
So Robert Height still sits in the number 1 spot. Bob Tasca, quickest of the round so far. Cruz Pedregon rolling in here next, and the Snap-on Dodge Hellcat head-to-head with Paul Lee, the folks at McLeod Clutches, FTI.
Then actually, I'm going to show this to you guys real quick. Bob and Terry Haddock talking with each other, overlooking that. But, Bob, we're going to show you the replay on this monitor here so you can kind of – I know you knew how close it was for you, but, guys, as you look back at what happened on that run, Bob, how close was it from your perspective?
Well, that's the closest anyone's ever got to me. In NASCAR, they call that rubbing is racing, I guess. But in drag racing, you don't want to do that as a driver. You know, Terry's done this a long time. I'm sure he's not happy with himself. You want to keep your car in your lane. And we just got lucky. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. But, you know, we're out here. Great weather out here in Pomona. Love seeing the fans. Last time we were here, we left with the Wally, and we're going to try to do that again.